Imagine you used my book, 100 plus tools and techniques to memorize Japanese kanji. And now you know all of them, 2,500, let's say. What is the next step? Because now you can open any book, any textbook or any literature book, and you know almost the meaning of almost all the kanji. So now we need to learn how to pronounce those kanji, how to read Japanese, and how to speak Japanese. And that's why, like in the end of the book, the last chapter is about pronunciation. And because pronunciation in general is a very difficult thing to put into text, explain using just words in text, I decided to make this video, which will be like supporting you on that way of learning Japanese language. So, to begin speaking about pronunciation, it's very important that I mention discoveries of my teacher, Valery Kurinsky. He found that there is, in a language, there is such a thing that he called focusing. So it's the point at which we direct all the movements of our speech apparatus. I will demonstrate. For example, in English, we direct all the movements, and also the sounds at this place. I mean British English. In Japanese, we send like all the movements, all the sounds at the point which I identified, which is somewhere here, where the bone, nasal bone ends and the flash of the nose begins. It's approximately here. By the way, in American English, the focusing point is also somewhere here. That's why for Americans, it's very easy to speak Japanese language. But it's not only about focusing. When we change focusing, usually we change the way we hear the sounds. And in the end, the focusing has impact on our mind, how we think. Because now we use quite a different system of sounds because of these changes. And we use that in the mind, and the mind is related to the way we speak, to the way we sound, we pronounce words. So all these things are very much interrelated with focusing. Next point is about the shape of the tongue. The tongue can have the shape like this, like in German it's like this. In English, by the way, it's like this, both in American and British English. We hold the tongue in this position. It's like, you see, the palm of my, let me use the sock. Maybe it will be easier to demonstrate. Just imagine that this part is the tongue. So in English, it will be like this. And also both in American and British. But in Japanese, it will be a little, also this position like open, but a little bit, the tip of the tongue is a little bit up. So this is very important to remember because it will have impact also on the way we sound in English. Or it's better, we sound in Japanese. It will have impact how we speak in Japanese. It's very important to understand that with our tongue, we make movements. Movements in order to produce especially consonants. And every movement basically consists of three stages. Preparation, then execution, so we make a movement itself, and then we put the tongue back into its initial position. So, for us to speak Japanese, we need to change from English position of the tongue or shape of the tongue like this. we need to open it a little bit more, to hold it like this. And we send all the sounds, all the movements, or vectors or movements of our, let's say, speech apparatus, not only tongue, but speech apparatus. We send all of them here. Next point is a decoy, the third point. Decoy is like a magnet, and it's a word or a phrase which will serve us as a magnet, or let's say a tuner in for us to tune to the foreign language. In this case, it's Japanese. And I suggest to use just a phrase or a word, arigato, in order to change from English to change to Japanese pronunciation, let's say pronunciation system, and then to say all the rest of the sounds. So these are basic things which are very important to understand before we even start working on the sounds. Okay, now we have this these sounds in Japanese. First of all, vowels, and they are divided in columns. And in Japanese, sounds of vowels go together with consonants. And they use hiragana. I will use hiragana here, but also there is katakana. Very easy to learn after you learn all the kanji. So the first column is vowels, only vowels. In Japanese, they don't have vowel e, like pit, 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 sit. They don't have e in Japanese. So it's a, very easy, probably like car in English. But with a little bit different, it will sound a little bit different because we have different focusing and also different shape of the tongue. So it will be a. This sound is e. It's like c, but we don't stretch our lips, the lips. We don't stretch. C, e, eat. Also, it will be very similar. E sound. Then u. U is like book. U, 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 u. It's not a broad like cat. No, it will be rather like bed. Bed. Set, get. That kind of in English words. So it will be very similar. And this is o. O. It's rather like called ot. Yes, ot. So it will be this o, ot. All the sounds in Japanese are more or less neither long nor short. It's rather short than long. Sometimes they can, of course, make them long if it's necessary, if it is demanded to underline something. Okay, next column will be K column. K. In order to say K, we need to do this. By the way, it's very similar to English K. Cat, cat, cat. The movement of the tongue. So the back of the tongue goes to this place, to this palate, let's say, back part of the palate, and it touches. We give air. The air goes to the navel cavity and also to the mouth cavity at the same time. We let it go, and it will be k, k, k. Then we add to k, we add a, it will be ka. We add e, it will be ki. It will be a little bit soft. Ki, it will be a little bit soft. And to make soft sounds, it means that we have to move up the middle of the tongue a little bit. We don't touch. We don't touch with it, but we move it. The middle of the tongue moves up if we want to make soft sound. And by the way, it's in any language. So it will be ki. Then this one, k and u. It will be ku, K and E, it will be ke. K and O, it will be ko. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Easy. But with this, we have to remember, with this tone, and also we don't make a lot of aspiration. It's not like English k, cat. No, it's cat, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. So no aspiration. If we make, because it's voiceless sound, in Japanese they have also voiced, like brother or sister of the sound. It will be g. G is a voiced k. The movement is the same. We move the back of the tongue a little bit to this place, we touch it, and we will have g. But we need to add ga. So, and also they use a special, like a mark to turn it k into g. They use like two semicolons, and it will be ga, gi, gu, ge, go. Next column, S. To make S, we need to pull a little bit up the tip of the tongue closer to our teeth, front, upper teeth, and it will be. We don't touch, by the way. We just put it very close, and it will be S and A. It will be sa. By the way, sound is very close to English sit. In C, this sound is very close. So it will be sa, but in Japanese they don't have C. They say she, rather like she. It will be this, then su, se, so. Quite easy to remember and to pronounce. What else? If we want to make voiced z, we need to say z, but it's the same. It's z. It's voiced s. Za, but here it will be not z. Yeah, it will be z. Then zu, ze, zo. But also z. They use the same sign, but a little bit additions. You will see how they use and what they use. It will be za, zi, zu, ze, zo. Then T column. We use the tip of the tongue. It goes and touches this place in the mouth, and there is no aspiration like t. No. It will be t, and it will be ta, but this one, it will be t, it will be not t. They don't have, in Japanese, they don't have t, they have t. It's like, okay, listen, t, then tsu, by the way, they don't have tu. They have tsu. Instead, they say tsu. It's tsu, tsu. And they use this sign, tsu. Then they have te and to. It's tu without aspiration. We have to remember about this. If you want to have a voiced sound, like d, because t voiced is d. We say da, but here it will be zi, here it will be zu, then de and do. Then next column will be n. It's easy because it's exactly like in English, but the tip of the tongue touches a little bit lower this place, alveolar. It will touch a little bit lower, but almost the same place like in English. And we say like nose in English, but we say here na, ni, Ni is a little bit soft. It means that we have to pull up a little bit there, the middle of the tongue, to put it up a little bit. So, na, ni, nu, ne, no. Quite easy. Next column, it will be ash or h. In order to make h, it will be like in English house, h, house, home, very close. To make this sound, we need to pull up the back of the tongue, but we don't touch this place here. We just leave the space for the space for air to move and to make these sounds h, 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 h. So it will be ha, he, and it will be soft ha, he. We don't have such a, no, heel, but in English all e is not soft. So, but here it will be soft, he. The same, we need to move up a little bit the middle of the tongue. It will be he. Then this will not be who. They don't have who in English, in Japanese. They have who. I will explain how to. Okay, let me explain how to use it, how to make it. To make who, we need to pull up the both lips a little bit ahead, but not like in W, because in W we need to use we say W when we pull the lips back. Wa. Here we need to move them up and give a. It will be fu. By the way, W here, wa, will be, we will say also like wa. It's closer to W, not exactly W, but closer. It's important that the lips don't touch each other. Fu, wa. Okay? Then it will be he and ho. With this sound, by the way, with this letter, they can also, when they add a little circle here, it will be pa. Very easy to say because it's labial. Pa. And it will be pa, pi, pu, pe, po. And if you want to have voiced pa, it will be ba. And they use just two slashes, two lines, little lines. It will be ba, b is soft. It's not like b. And also when they say b, they don't stretch their lips. In Japanese, bi, bu, be, bo. Easy. Then we have m column. It's very easy because it's exactly, the movement is exactly the same like in Japanese, but because of the focusing and shape of the tongue, it will be a little bit different. So, ma, mi, mu, me, mo. Next column. This is ye sounds, and like yesterday, yesterday. But here in Japanese they have ya, you, yo. That's it. Then very interesting sound, doesn't exist in any language that I learned phonetics, at least learned phonetics, because it's neither R. Because when we say R, we don't touch anything. R in Spanish, r, or in German, r, in French, r. It's not. It's neither of those sounds. So how to make, and it's closer to l, but it's not exactly l, because when we say l, we need to touch the. With our tongue, we need to touch the upper part here, the palate of the mouth, in the mouth. So how we do this? We need to touch and also make like a stroke. So the tongue touches this upper palate and moves to our teeth, and we say r. So it's just one stroke sound, r. It's very easy when you it's very easy when you when you try. You see, try, but in Japanese it will be r, rai, 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 because just only one stroke sound. So it's closer to li, but it's not li because it moves. So this is very, very interesting sound. R, 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 ra, ri, ru, re, ro. Ri will not be soft. Maybe a little bit, but it's not. You will not notice it. When you get used to it, it will be very easy. It's important to understand the movement. Once again, from this position in a you touch this, and you make just one stroke. You glide, the tip of the tongue glides there in the mouth. R, 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 r. And finally, I already explained, it's wa, 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 wa. So we move the lips a little bit up in front. Wa, 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 and that's it. This sound is exactly like O. I don't know why they... Okay, they use it. You will learn how they use it and where they use it, but it's exactly O. And this is a very interesting sound. They don't know how to explain it. In the books, I didn't find a good explanation, but it's English n, in, for example, words like song, sing, n. It's when we touch the back of our tongue with this place, with this place in our mouth. And we say n, because air goes through the nasal cavity. N. But when it is in front of t and in some several positions, it will turn into frontal n. And also in front of m and p, it will turn into m. That is very easy. So this is in a nutshell, but with many details, correct pronunciation in Japanese. And in the book, 100 plus tools and techniques, I give also pictures. It's very important to remember about 3 things. Focusing, in Japanese, it's here. It's exactly on this spot. About the shape of the tongue, from English, we need to put it lower, the tip of the tongue. And also, we don't make sounds with aspiration, like in English, t, d, p, g. We don't make these things with no aspiration. Shape of the tongue and decoy, it's very easy. Arigato. Arigato means thank you. So thank you for your attention. I hope you will enjoy. And pronunciation is extremely important because it has impact on our hearing, it has impact on our mind, on our thinking. Good luck, make a lot of movements, and it will be easy for you, easier and easier, and it's possible, especially if you understand how to make it, if you understand the technology, how to prepare these movements, how to execute them, how to perform them. Work on this and you will definitely succeed.